Episode 5 of the 2021 PA Kubb Championships. We are now into the semifinal round. So we completed we completed all 4 quarterfinal matches, but we showed the 2 that we are going to cover, and now we are set with our 2 semifinal matchups. We're going to have one this week, and we're going to have one next week, and then the finals are for those daddies right there. We're still in Elverson, Pennsylvania. We're still having a good time. There's the squirrel stashes there. They're still in this. And unfortunately, projectile dysfunction is not. We have with us, as we have for this entire tournament, is Sven Heikes. We're going to see his cousin Bob be playing today against Das Kubb. So Sven, say hi to everybody. How you doing today?
Good, Drew. How you doing?
I'm doing peachy keen, man. Everything is grand. We're down to the final 4. So today's matchup, we are going to have the Kubbstaches, 2/3 of the Kubbstaches, playing against Das Kubb, my favorite team from the state of North Carolina. It's a 1 versus 4 matchup. Kubbstaches being the number 1 seed, Das Kubb being the number 4 seed. 2 very experienced teams. Sven, his scouting seems to think that Das Kubb is going to end up in 4th place. I bet you they've got something to say about that. And as usual, they're a team from North Carolina, so I'll be rooting for them. So this is what we have left. We've got that Kubbstaches Das Kubb matchup, as I mentioned. And then next week, we'll have that old line Kubb Squirrel Staches 2-3 matchup. All chalk so far. Das Kubb coming in as 4th seed, 4-2 record on the day. We saw them a couple times in the round robin where they won their first round matchup. They lost a few and then had to work their way back up. And the Kubbstaches on a 5-game win streak. Well, in the regular portion, not the. I guess they won 2-0 in the semifinals or the quarterfinals. So they are on a 7-game winning streak.
I guess you can call it 7.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends how you want to count it. Yeah.
Talk about giving some gifts there. They got some gifts there in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, thoroughly outplayed. Thoroughly outplayed and won in a heartbreaking manner, unless you are actually the Kubbstaches, in which case you won in a fantastic manner, but for the rest of the world. Oh, was Mike cheating there? Did you see that? Mike just threw down another baton. Is he cheating?
Well, it's these guys are familiar with each other, so it's probably just all in good fun.
So we might need to get into some number talk here today. Nick Bartlett, 63. Mike Davids, 18. Ryan Jones, 3. I assume that's for Babe Ruth.
After the Swan.
Yeah, after the Swan, it's just all confusing after that.
I know.
Don't make any sense at all.
So are we not even going to ask what our picks are, since we know you're taking Das Kubb? And
I know, yeah.
People assume I'm taking Kubbstaches.
I know you're taking Kubbstaches. There's no doubt about that. The thing is, I'm in quite a quandary again. My heart, of course, is Das Kubb. My head is Kubbstaches. But why not? I'm saying the Das Kubb ends the streak right here. They're going to win it. Okay. I was wrong the last week's episode. I'm comfortable being wrong again.
This is a rematch of the 2019 semifinals, which Kubbstaches were for. Whoa, unfortunate there for Nick. Kubbstaches won 2-1 in basically a cloudburst happened in game 2. It was very bizarre. Extraordinarily gigantic raindrops, no wind. It was weird. For about 5-10 minutes in that one. So that was bizarre. And Das Kubb's just trying to get out of that. They're stuck in 4th. And so let's see if they can get over the hump here. I mean, the Kubbstaches are trying to pick themselves off the mat from that quarterfinal with projectile dysfunction there. They really had no business advancing at this point, but they'll take it, and got to put it behind them and see what we can do. Exactly.
Just keep on trucking. So I played Mike in I can't remember if it was the semifinals or the finals of the Scuffle for the Shovel a few years ago. And there was an absolute downpour in the middle of that match as well, I'm sure. Yeah, and that tournament is in January.
Just a wee bit colder, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure people
walking
by thinking, who are these goofballs out here throwing sticks in the middle of pouring rain? But, I lost, so...
nice turn here. We're setting up Got 2 with 1. Got the 1-8. No meatloaf on the table here, though,
No
unfortunately.
meatloaf on the table, and boy, I tell you what, I could go for some meatloaf today because it has been a long.
Oh,
There's a 2 for 2.
uh, way to answer. Now we got 3 batons here from Brian Jones just to put some icing on the cake. Maybe a juicy meatloaf or turkey would clear the line with the turkey. Oh, 3 for 3.
Oh, bring the meatloaf. Bring it. It's been so long. Bring it on a platter.
Oh, I can smell it cooking in the oven, Drew. I can
Oh,
smell it's wafting. It's
I bet
wafting.
you're putting the ketchup on top of it right now.
Oh,
There you
there it is. He's got a guarantee Drew's just looking for the turkey. Huge
gobble,
turn
gobble.
here, Kubbstaches.
Oh, a little short, but that's still meatloaf.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, seductive.
Missed
Seductive,
you.
Mr. Loaf.
Missed him. We missed him so much. And a
Boy, that's
huge
been
turn.
a long time. Been a really long. What's this? I think it was since the second episode, first episode, second episode.
That I believe in. Bartlett was kicking Kubbs in disgust there. They just, I mean, that's a rough. Going 0 for 2 and then they go 4 out of 5 coming back. It's a nearly perfect turn.
Pretty solid play right there. Oh, look at Bob yucking it up.
Please. Hey, that's a good
Bob
way to.
is 16 because of Joe Montana.
Yeah, I don't
Yep.
know. I don't know about that, but
Well,
could be. At least he doesn't look like an animal.
Nick Bartlett is 68 because of New York Giants offensive lineman Jim Burt from the '86 Giants. Actually, that's not true. I don't even know if he was number 68, but that was the only offensive lineman I could think of that would have a number in that area. I think Jim Burt was like 53. He was the one. So I was a Giants fan growing up, so this is why I know this.
Clearly, Drew.
He
Go
would
ahead.
he would sew his uniform down the sides so that it was like a 3-year-old wouldn't fit in it. And here's this 300-pound guy trying to squeeze into this uniform. Always remember that. Anyway, Nick with the double.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, should have had
there.
another double. Got robbed there.
Definitely. Picks up the single, but now it looks like Mike's got probably 2 singles.
Nope.
Pressure big one here. Yep. Nice job.
Always good to get the pressure clears.
Definitely. Well, now they're looking at see if they can close them out in 3 here. They got 6 in play. 1-8 left.
8-meter drop right now.
Yeah, they're shaking off the cobwebs of that quarterfinal right now. So.
Yeah, if they would have played like this in the quarterfinal, it would have been over in something less than an hour and 20 minutes.
We also have new pitches here, Drew. So we've switched over. We got new pitches for the semifinals and the final. And so there's fresh drilling areas.
Yeah, so this is the number 1 championship pitch. This is the pitch that will also be used for the finals.
Mm-hmm.
And then number 2 championship pitch is going to be 1 semifinal and then the 3rd place match.
Yep.
Das Kubb talking this one over a bit. Mike is slamming him.
He's slamming him in there.
Slapped it. Slap that.
Show that Kubb who's boss. Not quite like Kevin, but grinds him into the ground till there's basically no grass left underneath him.
Johnny Kubelseed.
Yes.
Good thing he wasn't at Hopkins Farm. I mean, he'd have been digging all day down to the ground with that grass.
Yeah, we would have been there all day.
Yeah.
We were like every match would have gone to time that he was in just because he couldn't get the Kubbs to sit right. It's Johnny Kubelseed. That's classic. These guys are really talking this over here.
They are.
They're
It looks
pulling
like they got a bit of a fence there.
Mhm.
It's like 3 or 4 inner line, but you're not going to be able to take enough green to get that. Although with Brian being a lefty, um,
Yeah.
he might be able to come in there and get a better angle on that, but he's not really the blaster, and that's a lot of green there.
Mhm. Yeah, no. I mean, I think they're probably taking a little longer
We
because
have we
they
have
could easily lose this turn. So that was a
oh,
nice shot.
there's projectile dysfunction. I think they're still making laps after the after their loss in the
Yeah,
quarterfinals. I think
they're, I, that's,
oh,
oh, six
clear.
plus two. Is
That's
that
a nice
nasty
clear.
blasty? Nope,
Oh,
not,
nope,
but
nope.
should be.
Everybody understands nasty blasty's very subjective.
Yeah, they
Um,
are.
yeah.
If Jones can finish this off.
Oh,
Oh, wow. What a
that's an
turn.
8-meter display right there.
What a turn. What a game. Other than they went 0 for 2, and then they finished, what, 5 out of 7?
Yeah, that was a
Nice.
that was an 8-meter display right there. That was a vulgar display of Kubb, if I will borrow
It's just
something. Pantera.
filthy. It was filthy.
Filthy. Filthy. Das Kubb,
Oh,
50%. One good
2.7.
Yeah, 2.7 and 63%. You're not going to find much better than that. That is absolutely on fire. 2.7 and 63%. Going 4 for 5 will do that for you.
Showed up.
Yep, that is right. Did Das Coop get new uniforms?
Uh, yeah.
They've had those for a little bit, but those are different from their originals, aren't they?
They have several versions right now. They showed up at nationals with they had 2 for nationals. I think that these were for the second day. First day they had like a complete like almost whiteout look. Um, and then unfortunately with their draw they didn't make the second day. But I was confused when I was scouting them at nationals. I'm like, these warm-up jerseys you guys are wearing, what's the deal?
Well, I think they're home and away jerseys, aren't they? I mean, you have to have home and aways, right?
One would probably assume. I don't know. I know
So
Kubbstaches.
Sven, I got a question for you.
Yeah, sure.
We've maybe we've coined some phrases during these broadcasts,
Hmm.
um, but I vote we no longer call them jerseys. I'm a hockey fan, and one of the things that I enjoy about hockey is the players don't wear jerseys, they wear sweaters. I
Hmm.
get it, you know, it's the middle of August,
Hmm.
but I think we should call them sweaters.
Kubb sweaters.
Yeah, Coop sweaters.
It makes me think that all these guys should wear like turtlenecks too there, Drew. I don't know. I think
Hey, it
I
doesn't make much
well, I
sense,
feel like
but
they're sweaters in hockey because they're kind of like long sleeve almost.
well, and they're kind of sweaterish, they're kind of thick. Um, but
Yeah,
look at
because they play on ice.
yeah,
Nice.
look at
That's
look
two
at
out of four.
we don't have to make sense on the things we say.
No,
It's
I'm
just
just I'm not on board with that one, Drew. I'm just not. I don't know. I can't get behind it.
it's cold
Even
and
even I know it's cold in Sweden. It's not cold here. It's not even cold. There aren't really the coldest tournament on the East Coast is that Scuffle for the Shovel, and that's not even that cold.
it isn't.
I mean, I
Although although I do remember a few years ago
mean, heck, Nick
when
always wears shorts.
I was getting well, Nick wears shorts all the time. I was commentating with Bob for the Scuffle, and I will tell you, it was not warm that day.
Yeah,
It was,
no.
frigid, but it wasn't warm. There was a stiff breeze that day, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
that. Yeah, I think in recalling watching that video, kind of scouting you for this for this tournament, Drew. Um,
Yeah,
I went deep. I went deep. I went way back to 2018 on your commentating career, and I definitely remember there being a comment that it was a lot colder when you weren't playing. When you're just sitting there holding a beer, talking about
Mike.
Das Kub, you know, getting in each other's face and the
Yeah,
old marsupial effect of the warm batons.
it
It
was
was definitely seemed a little breezy.
ugly when they faced up when Mike and Nick faced each other.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's Meatloaf right there.
Oh, doing the national
That,
anthem.
that, that is dripping with style. That is wow.
That was dripping just about as much as Mike's juicy meatloaf right there. That was a sweet turn. Tied it
Say
up.
juice. So if you'll see the Kubbstaches have the star there, that means they won the first match since we're playing best 2 out of 3.
Hmm.
If you were wondering, if you didn't know that, I guess you were probably wondering why they were playing each other again. Um, but yeah, 2 out of 3.
Being that this is our third match in bracket play, we should be getting used to the fact that it's best of 3 now. But
Yeah, well, we're like I told you, we're up to 21 subscribers now, so
woo!
a lot of new people.
Well, yeah, you're right. You're right. Good to explain it.
Looks like Bob kicked a first throw out.
I know, and he wanted that one there too. Oh, jeez, this could be close to a penalty. This is
Yeah.
tight. That one just nudged it back just a tick. Now we're all looking at it. I'm calling it short right now, Drew.
I think it looks short to me. I've got a terrible angle on it, but it sure looks short to me.
Yeah, he's calling
Yep.
it short. That's never fun.
Nope.
Especially throwing penalties that we were talking about this, I don't know, earlier, but a couple of weeks ago, but throwing penalties at low numbers is never a good thing.
Yeah.
So 4, you don't want to do it.
That was a tough one because it wasn't even, I mean, it's one thing if you throw your second and it just woo, goes off into Never Never Land, but that
Mm-hmm.
one was a decent throw. Just another Coop hit it and knocked it back out.
Yep. Unfortunate.
They're going for the coffin corner.
I guess. Looks like they're doing like the
They're doing a two-step there.
yeah, they're doing the I can't think of it now.
The old Texas two-step.
Yeah.
You ever try to rescue Coobs, Sven?
Um, not often.
Yeah.
Uh, it is it just depends on where you're at in the match, right? I mean, if we left that one there, not we, if that one was left there on the sideline, maybe I'd consider it, but
That's
there you
true.
just got 3 with 1.
Yep.
Looking to pick this one off. If he picks this one off, he hit his number anyway. 4 with 2 would be perfectly acceptable, if not actually, above average in a lot of cases. So, oh, nope, shorted it.
Yeah, if they put one on me in the corner like that, I think I'd at least go take a couple shots at rescuing it. Oh, I kissed it.
Yep. It's the same thing we were talking about before, though. It's like, you can see you're rescuing, you got to make sure you get them both out of bounds. That can blow up in your face. Also,
Both in, you really screwed yourself.
yeah, you did. And also, you're asking for another penalty if you throw too many at it and don't get it. There you go. I mean, that still took 4 shots for them
Yeah,
to get
so
there. So what?
that was a
Nice,
good
nice
placement by
placement.
us. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, they put it a little up, so it's a little awkward distance.
Uh-huh.
Seemed to work out well for him. Soaked up 4 with it.
All right.
So really, I mean, you think about it, what that penalty Coop did for him was just created a push on that end
Well,
because they one left on at 8 and they missed it.
I'd be willing to bet based on where the penalty was, if that didn't get nudged back by the centimeters that it took to actually be a penalty, if those those coups were raised, that's a 4 with 1 right there.
That could
I
be.
mean,
And
so I mean,
that could be match over. If
yeah,
I mean,
I mean
we're throwing
that's
5.
why you don't want to throw penalties ever, but especially at low numbers, because I mean, if it takes you a few to pick it up, then next thing you know, you're out of the red zone. You can't win. You didn't get any 8s. You gave the Das Cube here the same opportunity, 4 with 3 in the back. So I mean, this could blow up in their face in a hurry.
Oh, that one looked short.
Yeah.
And if you notice, Nick is drilling again.
Yep.
Scoop started out the day with Mike drilling.
Hmm.
It looks like they switched it up. I think they switched it up before the I can't remember. I think it was the 4th round matchup where we had them against Thor's Hammers, I believe. And it looks like Nick's.
I remember what it was, Drew. It's the hokey pokey. That's what it looked like to me.
Oh, the
Yeah,
hokey
your
pokey.
left foot in, they were like, right, whatever the heck.
Yeah, they were. That was what it was.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
doing the hokey pokey over there, said that Kubb.
yeah. Now that you say that, I agree with you.
I just blanking on I was like, what did we do when I was in like first grade in Sweden? Hokey pokey's big in
Oh,
Sweden. Nice
that,
shot there.
that was a nice double.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hokey pokey big in Sweden.
Huge,
Yeah.
huge. I mean, they're hokey pokey and all the night away when they drink their schnapps.
Oh yeah.
Oh
What
yeah.
about what about the electric slide? Big on the electric slide?
No, they're out on it. They don't like that at all.
Oh,
Macarena, yes.
yeah. Chick dance, no. Country western line dancing, yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, the world loves that stuff. Can't get enough of it.
Yeah. Nice placement here by Kubbstaches.
This is the exact. This is essentially the same turn twice in a row.
Essentially, yes. Except they didn't get an 8, but they took, I think, maybe one more baton to get the group down. 2 more batons, maybe. I don't know. Because they didn't get it in 1. But yeah. Yeah, a little bit of we're a little bit stuck after that explosive game in the first game there with
It's what a turner.
there's a 3-turner and a 2.7 cubes per baton with a 60+% 8 percentage was one of the better ones we've seen. Not quite Kubb Lacan with the crazy 2-turner against the Widows, but
You know the really surprising.
oh no, he threw another one.
Yeah, they're
Jeez.
all over the place. Oh, that's out.
These are new
Uh,
pitching too, Drew. This. Oh, and he just discards it over there like he did
yeah,
a
threw it
couple
away.
rounds ago.
You know the surprising thing about that first game was what was it? 2.5 cubes per baton, 2.7, something like that.
Yeah, it was high.
Very, very impressive. Definitely helped by Bob's. What was that? 6 with 1 or something
Six
like
with
that.
2. He got 2 with 1,
6 with 2.
6 with 2. So basically,
6 with 2. 6 with 2, and the nasty blasty department. No.
they're just like, no, the
No.
bar is a little higher now in the
Yeah.
semifinals. So you need to get 6 with 1 in order to get a nasty blasty, apparently. Which I can't disagree with necessarily, but it was a pretty
Yeah,
nice.
so-
I wouldn't have guessed looking at that group that 6 with 2 was there. That first shot was very, very quality. It took care of it.
For the people, as I said earlier, a lot of new viewers here with our 21 now subscribers.
Oh,
The way the nasty blasties are determined, meatloaf, very straightforward. You hit 2 out of 3 from 8 meters, you got yourself a meatloaf because
it ain't bad, Drew.
nope, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. But nasty blasties, those are determined. We have 3 judges. They consist of the nasty blasty department. There is a Russian judge, a Swedish judge, and a Canadian judge. And 2 out of 3 have to push the button to say that's a nasty blasty for it to be a nasty blasty.
Is this like dodgeball where Chuck Norris has to give the thumbs up?
Correct.
Yes.
But
Yes.
2 out of the 3 judges have to.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really interesting blast there. Somehow there were 3 lined up like a fence, and he picked off the 2 outside ones. I'm not sure how you don't get the middle one, but
I don't know either. But now we got another penalty that apparently we're just going to struggle to pick up and sit here neutral. Oh, we got it. That's a slow fall. Let's see if we can make some ground up here because this is stuck at 4 is a little odd.
yeah, you would think, especially after that first game. I mean, both, Das Kubb lost, but they were throwing at 50% from 8 meters. You
Yeah.
would think, with only 4 in play, we'd be knocking them down left and right.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Brian Jones, we start calling him the Intimidator, number 3.
What's
Got
his name? The race?
Yeah,
Dale Earnhardt?
Earnhardt. He's got the dark glasses.
Yeah.
He's got the number 3. No, not feeling it.
NASCAR big in Sweden?
Huge, Drew. I mean, we love taking left-hand turns.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's a passion for. That's why IKEA is set up the way it is.
Is it? I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I was unaware. Huh.
Yeah. Next time.
Learn something new every day.
Next time you go into an IKEA, check it out. You're like, this is just like a NASCAR track.
I do my best to go into an IKEA because I've gone in one before and it was just like too confusing. It was too much. Like, you go in and then you're just there and you can't get out. No, I pass.
You got to keep taking left-hand turns, Drew. That's the key.
Is that it?
That is it. That'll get you out.
The other thing that I can't stand about IKEA. Like their stuff, whatever, it's cool. If you want to give it to me, I'll take it. Whatever. But you go and you're like, I want a table. It's not.
Yeah.
There's no tables. It's
No.
their gonks or whatever, and it's just like it's just call it a table, man. I just need a table. Too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
So Dosky did throw a penalty this time.
Now that's a progress.
First time in 4 turns. Well, 2 turns for them, but 4 turns total.
I like how Bartlett holds his other batons like he's Wolverine, you know?
Claws.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Oh, he kissed it.
Oh,
More
he
kiss.
did.
Boy. You know what? We're right near Intercourse, Pennsylvania, aren't we? Because
Yes.
there's all this kissing going on, and well, we're not not quite to Intercourse yet.
Intercourse is near Paradise and Blue Ball. I mean, they come up with some decent town names here in Amish country. Let me tell you. The way these guys are hitting eights right now, they all have blue balls.
Yeah.
need to
Yes.
get this thing going.
Yeah, there's something going on here.
We're stuck. We are stuck at 4.
It's an odd number, if we're at 9 or something, 8.
Yeah,
4
6 or 7, something. But
yeah, I get it. But
4 is ridiculous. I mean, hopefully, maybe Bob can not throw a penalty here. Would be a fantastic turn.
that'd probably be a
His
good
3
throw.
look good.
I say if these teams don't hit an 8-meter the next turn, I say we call projectile dysfunction back. Give him an automatic bid into the semifinals. They take on teams.
I don't know about that. The Cuz, you just want more Cuz footage.
Absolutely.
You can't get enough of the Cuz.
Absolutely.
Look at this group. This is fantastic.
Pulling the pin.
Yep.
Yeah, you can pull the pin here. I don't feel like going through the other rules. I've said them a bunch of times.
Like a grenade. This one's about to maybe a nasty blasty. As
You
you
think
pull
so?
the pin. No.
Oh.
I caught it.
That was nasty.
That
Wasn't
was
a blast.
nasty in the wrong way. Oh
No,
man. How do you get those two? That
yeah, I
doesn't make
can.
sense
I don't
either.
know. He's doing some sort of magic here.
He's like
Oh.
he's like a Kubb Jedi. Mind tricks the Kubbs, makes it look like it's doing one thing, and it does completely something that's illogical.
Seems to me that the Kubbs are mind controlled Bob right now.
Yeah.
All right, Brian, let's do this. Come on.
Nope. There's one.
Go.
We're up to 5.
5 in play. We're halfway home.
Yeah, we are. All right. I don't know what 63 is all about. Is that 68 or 63?
I think it's 63. Right, I know it's 63, but I think I said 68 earlier.
I think you did.
So I don't know anything. I don't even know it's 63. Yeah, I don't know what it's about.
It's too bad it's not 66. It could be Mario Lemieux.
Yeah, he could. He could be 68 and be
Jaromir Jagr. Yeah.
By the way, when I first started playing Kubb, one of the first of all, before I even go down this path, I can't stand the Pittsburgh Penguins, so I'm just telling you that right now. But I came up with a team name called the Jaromir Loggers. I thought that was
I like it.
Yeah, I never actually named a team that, but at some point maybe when I need to come up with a name real quick, the Jaromir Loggers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not alone on your hatred of the Penguins. I've found traveling around with Bob when he wears that Penguins hat. That they pretty much seem like at this point they're like the New England Patriots of hockey. Everyone hates them. I don't know.
Minus the 6 championships or whatever. Well, they've got
They've won 5.
they got 2 in the early.
Yeah, and
Well,
then they got 3 with
Crosby
Crosby.
yeah, so 2 when Crosby was very
No,
young, and
yeah,
2 and 1 when he was old.
two with Lemieux, and then 3 with Crosby.
Yeah.
So that's 5. That's not bad.
Yeah, but
And you could argue that Crosby's era here has wasted a couple good opportunities too. I mean, he lost in 7 to Detroit in 2008. That could have been one.
I think they've wasted a lot of that, but
Yes, I agree.
I'm not complaining either.
I know you're not.
Oh, come on, Mike.
We're
Pick
tied
one up.
up. Let's go
Pick
meatloaf. This will be our 3rd meatloaf today if we can knock this one down.
Oh,
Oh, whoa.
up that fist, baby.
That's emphatic.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Nice.
Yeah, he was Loaf was fired up for that one.
Yeah, he should be. That was a nice turn.
Oh, are we taking down tents in the background?
We should tell Thor's Hammers they should stick around.
Yeah.
I mean, they're leaving before all the good stuff ends.
We need more dance.
We do. We need a lot more dancing. All right.
I think that one might be short. The first one might be short.
Mm-hmm. The rest of these look pretty good.
Yeah, looks
That's a nice
solid.
drill. This is what, 7 in play. I mean, he's stacking them in there.
Oh,
On 2.
I think it's in.
Is it? He's saying front one definitely.
Yeah, that
Okay.
one's in. So let's see how aggressive he gets.
The nice pile.
I would be very.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
What the heck was that?
conservative.
I think that slipped out of his hand, Drew.
Oh, I don't know what that was. That was a bound forward.
Wish you could get a replay of that because that was about the ugliest toss I've ever seen in my life. That was worse than the guys from Thor's Hammers that they kind of overhanded it earlier in the tournament.
Hook. Yeah.
Yeah. That was definitely something going on there that he never wants to have happen again. It's ugly. I mean, it looks like you've been there before, man. Look at this group. Otherwise, it looks great. He just threw himself a penalty. He's like, I'm gonna slam this group, and then I'm gonna throw myself basically a penalty cube on a retoss. He's lucky that thing stayed in bounds the way he had. It was fluttering like that hummingbird we saw earlier.
It was flying like a dead swan.
Like a wounded swan.
Yes. This one looks to be a little
like a swan with kidney stones. Oh, Lord, there should be an out there. Thank you. Thank you. The committee agrees.
That was 3-3. They were on that button as fast as they could on that one.
Now, if he picks this up and goes 7 with 2 with that throw, that could have been a 7 with 1. He just put it in there. Oh, that's nice stuff.
Yeah, but
a nice recovery.
I thought the Russian and Canadian judge had something out for him after not giving it to him the first time, but they were smashing that button like they were playing pro wrestling on Nintendo.
They didn't even need to do a makeup call on that one. That was emphatic.
Barely got the Kubb down before they were pushing the button.
Jones is in the red zone here, and see what he can do. He seems a little off target.
Not in the red zone.
No. Now we're just looking to try to get one here. This is pretty much a must hit. Oh, well.
Can't pick up anything, so
we said 7 with 2.
Yep, Das Kubb with a big opportunity here. If they could get a good drill and blast, there's a good chance this one ends right here.
And then we'll go to the all too familiar Das Kubb Game 3 semifinal. They've been there before, Drew, and it's always ends the same. So let's see. So
Sven, I got a question for you that you may have not noticed, but I'm watching all the action on the pitch here, and just kind of every once in a while I look around. If I'm not mistaken, when we started this match, there was only one garbage can over there, and now there are three.
Hmm.
Am I going crazy? Or are people like by the end of this match, are there going to be like seven of them lined up or something?
I I don't think you're going crazy. Um,
Okay.
you know, there's a possibility as we get deeper in this tournament that there's been some cleanup going on, and there's been some garbage cans that have moved. I don't know, Drew. Maybe they're spies. I'm not sure.
I'll have to go back and look at the footage later on to see people are adding garbage cans.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure I saw one over there, and then
Two.
a little bit later I saw two, and now I see three. Uh, so either I'm not very observant, or people are,
I
or
have to say, I like the Swedish colors on the recycling bins.
I knew you would. I knew you would. I knew
Reminds
it.
me of, reminds me of my Volvo before it turned into a Ford.
Yeah.
It was sweet. It had a Swedish flag on it. I was like Austin Powers of Sweden.
Oh, were you? Wow.
Yeah. Well, when you're gonna drive from Sweden to America, it's difficult enough to do, but you gotta make sure everyone knows that they're dealing with a Swede, right? The Volvo's not enough, Drew. You got to go full on Swedish flag.
Big Swedish flag on the bonnet. Do they say do they call it the bonnet in Sweden? They probably call it something in Swedish and not a bonnet, but
They do not call it a
okay.
bonnet. I can't tell you what they call it though, because they took
Well,
my
you
accent.
can you can tell me, you just can't because you wouldn't be allowed back in Sweden. I get it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand. Very very secretive country.
Yes. Any of those 5 new subscribers Swedish?
Oh, deep deep in
Very
this.
deep.
Oh, nice
Oh,
blast. What was that?
committee.
5?
I think it was 5. You needed 6 for the committee to like it.
Yeah,
Apparently, still 7 with 3 here. If he hits this single, is nothing.
pretty.
This, yeah, it's a good clear.
There you go. All right, Mike in the red zone by one baton.
Bartlett opens the door, and let's see if Mike can go right through it. Oh,
Uh,
he can.
about
Gorgeous. Nice finish. And the
uh,
game 3.
oh, Mike spiked the baton. He's
They're feeling it,
emphatic.
man. They're feeling it.
He's feeling it. So Das Koob, 1.2 coups per baton, 47%. How about that? That is
Very
hot,
nice.
hot, hot.
Yeah.
Stash is still hot blasting. Not so hot. 8 meters, 38%. Not the worst, not the best, but
Cooled off quite a bit there.
yeah, cooled off quite a bit. They were 60 some odd percent in game 1, and so now they're cooled off by a good 30 points. But that takes us to game 3 here. So Das Kubbstaches, one game apiece. Kubbstaches are going to start this one out with 2 batons.
This is familiar territory for both these teams. It seems like every time they play in one of these semifinals, it goes to 3. It's usually the exact same script. Kubbstaches win game 1. Das Kub wins game 2. And Kubbstache continue their cracking cold streak here. And here we go.
Good at starting out 0 for 2. Last time they
Yeah.
started out 0 for 2, they finished
True.
5 out of 6 or
I know
whatever.
every team in this match has started out for 2, so it's nothing new. Not good. You don't want to give the other team 4 because now you're at the mercy. If they hit all 4, it's a problem.
Yes.
And so you're hoping 0 out of 4, 1 out of 4, even 2 out of 4 is fine. But any more than 2, and you're starting like, this isn't good. You got to answer.
I don't think Nick was happy with that.
No, we haven't heard many 8-meter roars out of the Ginger Lion.
No.
But Mike's on his 8 right now.
Oh,
I
was a
jinxed
good,
him.
yeah, good rotation on it.
Mm-hmm. So here we are going to the left side.
Yep, the left-sided action to preserve the right side baselines.
Yep. Sometimes you'll see
I don't know.
Brian Jones take this shot because he gets a little more action on it than Bob typically does, but we'll see what
Oh,
they
I don't.
decide.
I think the Kubbstache has disappeared. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Well, Bob has tournament directing duties to do sometimes. Maybe he had to go make a call.
Oh, could be.
Maybe Brian ran to the bathroom. Brian was at the bathroom. Here he comes. He's coming down the hill. He's coming down the hill.
Oh, that's embarrassing, isn't it? Hurry! Hurry.
Hey. He's like, hey man, is there a line?
Here we go. All right, I see Bob.
Yeah. He was stalling. He's like, I don't know where Brian went.
All right, here we go. All right, we're
Back.
ready. Let's
More.
do it. All right, one in play, 6 batons. Let's go.
David's took a seat back there.
He looks like he's on a Barca lounger.
He's just chilling.
Go.
What?
Oh, a double. That's a nasty blast. Watch that again. Look at this slow-mo. Kiss.
Bizarre.
Kiss.
Oh,
Double
he's
kiss.
embarrassed. He's embarrassed. He's like that's not even right.
Double kiss.
That's the luckiest shot in the world.
Cousin Dave hit the king harder than that.
He's
And
like,
of course, go down.
he's just like I don't even know. That's the most strangest shot I've seen. Like he barely got the front one.
First one and then barely got the second one, and they both went down.
Man, I feel like he might have missed that one just because he felt like he owed it to him.
Right? Stashes are just luck is on their side.
Right now, yeah. I mean, they have not hit eights consistently since game one, and now they get 5 shots in turn 2, and they're not getting a 4 out of 5 out of Davids. They're still talking about it. He's like, that's messed up.
Got him up off his Barca lounger.
Oh yeah, that got him up. Jones needs to hit this. I mean, this is getting to the point where they're lucky they got that double.
Whew. Oh, kiss.
Wow.
Well, that makes up for the first one then.
You'd think Jones would be all relaxed. He just he just peed. He doesn't have to worry about that at all.
Tension, no tension whatsoever.
No, it's like he's probably just up there doing high cubes.
So, what else do you do when you're peeing?
No. They really make you run a country mile for the bathrooms at this park, though.
Yeah, they do.
It's like everything else in Albertson. It's 20 minutes away.
All right, so it looks like it's going to be a tough double. You're going to have to take a lot of green. That always makes me nervous when you start taking that much.
Yeah, that's a long one. Again, it's fine, but you got to make sure you hit the front end of it. You can't come up empty on that shot. If you hit a single in this, it's fine. You take two with 2 batons, not the end of the world. You get the double, great, but just don't come up empty. Whatever you do here.
Yeah, well, as long as you hit 1, you can go back to
Yeah, exactly.
4 meter, and so you're
I mean, I don't have a huge problem taking the shot, but I mean, he's all the way out there at the last cube. I mean, this is way over 4 meters.
Oh, kissed it again.
Knock your head.
Smooch, smooch, smooch. It's nothing but smooches in this match. See, now he's taking this side.
Yeah, that's
and you're gonna
smart
have
now.
3 probably. Yeah.
Take your medicine.
So essentially, it cost you a baton.
That's just unlucky, Drew. He hit that thing hard. Oh, they hit another one.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Mike is having Mike is jawing with the referees a bit, I think.
It's like they went to the kissing tower at Hershey Park.
Yeah. Oh.
Jeez.
There you go.
Got one.
There you go.
I don't know how
Turned
many,
it. That's pretty impressive.
I don't know how many they have to hit before one finally went down. I mean, geez.
Needs to talk to Bob.
Yeah. I think he did. Didn't work.
Oh,
Yeah, that one kicked hard.
seen some big bounces
Yeah.
today.
Well, that's the thing with the fresh pitches too. You got to you're gonna have to figure them out, but you wouldn't think it would be that hard. These are also Bob's home pitches, so
Oh,
he practices here a lot, Drew. So this is pretty much like playing in his backyard.
so the home pitch advantage.
There's a reason why he's won this tournament twice. But that was a pretty ugly group of three. If we can get it in two, it's fine. But
Yeah, you probably have to double there. They look like they're pretty lined up.
mm-hmm.
There you
Yeah.
go. And now if you get to pick up the single, it's no harm, no foul.
They're gonna split their eights here, try to take the meatloaf out of the play and just see if they can get something out of these guys.
I was gonna say they got to get something going on 8.
And I think that's why they split, because if one's in a drought, you never know when it's gonna end. But you're just
Well,
trying to keep it consistent and try to keep everyone warm.
Das Coop has come
Oh,
back.
Bob's one.
I was just gonna say they had the lead, but now we're tied up.
Mm-hmm. Looks like we're just skipping that cube out there on the left.
Yeah,
Sometimes you just got to switch it up. You get tired of shooting at the same one.
a little hot.
Right over.
It's not so much you get tired of shooting at the same one; you get tired of missing the same one.
Yeah, it gets in your head.
A little high again.
I don't know.
Some flyers today.
Yep.
There's another flyer.
He's right on target, but man.
Yeah. Ties it up. Ties it up, but gives we're back to those 4 in play,
Mm-hmm.
like we were in the first match. I still got to believe Das Kub has a pretty good opportunity here to clear this with maybe 2 and then get quite a few shots at 8. Whoa.
They're jumping.
Yeah, they're jumping.
Two rethrows for Bartlett. And let's just keep these inbounds and try to get some 8s.
Yep.
Looks good.
Yep. It was good. Oh
boy. That's going to be tight.
Yeah, that ends
You
up
might have to shunt that on the other one. Nope, it's close. It might clear.
ends up being a nice pile though.
If he could.
It's got to go up. Got to go for it. That's not going to work.
Yeah.
Wishful thinking. I don't know. That one doesn't look like it's in to me.
No, it looks close. It can be an optical illusion, but from this point of view, it's got to be end to end.
I think they're calling it. Nope.
Penalty.
Oh, that hurts.
Does hurt.
Oh, going back to that coffin corner again.
Do the hokey pokey, Drew.
Yeah,
Turn yourself around.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah. Maybe that's just a Das Coop thing. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. All right, Nick. Looks like there might be a triple there.
He's got the Wolverine batons. Between.
Right. This is the one. This is the shot that took them 4 to clear last time they had it.
Mm-hmm. That's why they put it back there.
Oh, just rotated.
Just short.
Yep.
There's that an inch higher. He's got it. That was way short.
Yep, that's a tough distance. You can see. Oh, that was a good shot, but it just wasn't on target. Yeah, the first 2 you could see that the rotation was just off. Mike's pretty good with his rotation most of the time.
Mm-hmm. What's the cuz doing back there?
Giving him pep talk.
Yeah.
Probably still talking about missing the king twice.
Oh, man, I'm glad he got off the mat. I was afraid we were gonna have to call in the EMTs. he was rightfully so pretty heartbroken by that match.
Oh, that was just brutal. Just
It,
brutal.
it was painful in every way, shape, and form.
So Sven, when it comes to wide-brimmed hats, which one do you prefer, Jake's or Cousin Dave's? Both
Well, if you're
different style.
they are a different style. I personally I think the Swan is going a little bit too old man Gardner.
You think so?
Um, I prefer the Cuz as a wide brim hat. If I was gonna, I don't think uh, I can pull it off. It's not a Swedish thing, but I don't. If I was gonna try, look, he's taking a little bit of a line here. He's gonna
Yep.
take a step forward, see if he can knock down an 8 from a little bit up. Um, yeah, I prefer the Cuzes versus the Swans.
I could see that. I think there's pluses and minuses to each. I think maybe maybe there's a nice 8.
Oh.
Hey, it would depend on what I was doing. If I was playing a game of
Oh,
it's big
no
time.
meatloaf though, because they
Nope, no
split.
meatloaf. Maybe if I was on my way to a pickleball match or something, I might use Jake's hat. If I'm going to sip cocktails on the beach, maybe the
You're going
Cubs.
if you're going to dinner at 4:30, maybe play some bingo. Would you go with Jake's hat?
What do they call that thing that the bingo players? They sit there with the,
Yeah, I don't know.
they put it on their numbers, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I know what you're talking about though, but I mean, it
Yeah.
took me a solid 3 or 4 minutes to come up with hokey pokey earlier, so I'm not gonna come up with that one anytime soon.
I
But
think it's called like a blotter or something like
I
that.
think you might be right there. I
Yeah.
mean, we should ask Jake. Hey, Swanee, would you play bingo on Sundays?
I went to play bingo one time, and it was actually a pretty good time. I won like
Okay.
$100 or something like that.
Oh, that always makes it a good time.
Yeah, I'm sure if I would have lost, I don't even know what it cost for the look at the cards, but
Mhm.
it's one of those things, you go and you buy, and you're sitting there with your card, just having a good time. But there's people there who are like, that is a sport for them. They've got a 3 foot by 3 foot square of cards in front of them, and as soon as
Yeah.
that number call, they're pounding it out like a dot matrix printer.
Let me guess. They're wearing a wide brim hat.
Oh yeah. Either that or they've got the visor with the clear colored plastic like
Yes,
the green.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too. Oh, crazy.
Yeah, I haven't done that in a long time. That was fun.
Pickleball.
Like pickleball big in Sweden? I've never played it.
Uh, no, it's not.
I've never played it before, but everybody I know that has played it, they always say, "Oh yeah, it's a great time." I've never tried it before though.
Yeah, I don't know. I have not either. That was an interesting double. He almost got
Yeah.
double.
Well,
Oh wow, that was too.
yeah.
How the
Yeah.
heck? Maybe it's that side.
Yeah. Nick's being very artistic with his
Yeah,
blasting here.
we've seen some
Oh,
weird blasts coming right at us. We can almost see the swan in the background there. If he wasn't 6'5", we'd be able to see his head.
with it just fell down.
Oh, slow fall.
How about that?
Yeah. Oh no. Look at Nick stomping.
Yeah, he's stomping around. All right, well, you take them however you can get them.
Yeah, I think they're having a little bit of discussion right now, and I
Yeah,
was like, it fell down, it fell down.
yeah. My feeling is it's down.
Yeah. I mean, he hit it. He hit it like 2 throws before.
Yeah,
I mean, it wiggled hard
was-
on that first or second throw. So
yeah.
I don't think you can really argue. It was probably falling the whole time. If we were in Maryland, there's no way it would have fallen down.
No,
Not
no.
anymore. So,
Oh,
man,
boy,
we cannot buy a break in this coup.
yeah, this is tough. And I tell you what, with only one baseline left. Oh,
Yeah, there's only what, 6 in play?
Yeah, but I mean, how many?
Well, really only 5 because you have the penalty there. So I mean, you would think 5 with 2 or 3 hit the 8, but the stashes have been a little icy at 8s. I mean, Brian just hit 2, which is good. Um,
And
but
how many batons has Das Kub used on this 7-meter shot here in this match?
at least 6 to 8.
Yeah, well, there was what 3 of them in the.
No, and that's not one I'd really feel great about rescuing either. I mean, you'd have to pound it.
Yeah, no, that one is a tough one there. In the first game, I think it was closer to the baseline and closer to the end
Well,
line.
that was the Das Kub they put down with the hokey pokey.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably been. I think they just had 3 in the turn before that. I think they used 3 on it, so that's 6. And then I
That
think 3 or
that was
4.
that was a filthy drill right there.
That was, yeah.
That second toss, talk about being a little aggressive. That thing, he popped that thing right into the pocket. Look at this.
Oh yeah. With only one baseline.
That looks like it could
Makes you
easily
get
be 2
nervous.
batons. If he hits this right, it could be 1.
Not taking the advantage line.
Just taking a toe forward, just a toe. If you take that line, you're gonna screw up your rotations. Oh, that wasn't that. That was maybe you should have taken it. That was ugly. You just totally screwed a great group. And now
Yeah,
it's going to be at
yikes.
least 3 batons. He's going to, because, Brian just hit 2. He's going to try to get this in 3 and open Brian up for the win. Oh, he pulled it.
Still in the red zone though. Brian can pick up
Brian's taking the line.
Yeah, he's no fool. He's gonna take it.
This can be a problem. It really can. He
Okay.
got it. He got it. It can really screw up your rotation.
Still in the red zone. He's not taking the advantage line for the 8-meter.
Let me tell you, Drew, if you watch them throw away 7 batons in a row at one, I'm not taking it either. You know? I mean, these guys can play. Is it raining?
Well, looks like it might be spitting a little bit.
Spitting a little bit.
We're sitting here in the under the tent.
Tent, yeah.
Lap of luxury.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Oh,
you got it. But,
baseline clear.
that's another one. If Bob doesn't hose up the blast, they're out. What's Kevin doing?
I don't know. He's coming back from the restroom as well. He's pretty happy with that one.
It's a victorious pee we had going on right there. He's like, hey, Dave. Okay, reset.
Great camera angle. Great camera angle. See all the comings and goings.
Definitely.
All right, so Das Kub, you gotta clear the penalty Kub this time.
Yeah. And it would also be really nice to not throw another one. It looks like he's got like 3 or 4 retosses here, which is not what he's looking for.
Yeah, they're in a tough spot here. They came back and won that second game, tie it up. Oh, wait, do we have some thunder in here or something?
In play? What? Oh, I think it's
There's Kevin. He's doing laps.
I think they need to make sure that the speaker system is not out because it can't get wet. So
yeah, it's a good idea.
It's Mike's speaker system, so he wants to make sure that we're good.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
A brief break while Kevin did his lap around the fields after his after his trip to the restroom. And 2 rethrows for Bartlett here. Got to keep these. You want to be conservative here. You do not, under any circumstances, want to throw another pound.
Yeah, we've seen how that's gone. Oh, that one's stuck.
Oh, look at that roll.
Yikes, yikes, yikes.
I was over aggressive with that one. That just jumped on.
Oh, there's another penalty.
That's, if they didn't have bad luck, Drew, they wouldn't have luck at all. That was an unlucky one. There was just nothing wrong with that throw.
Yeah, now it's going to be, you got 2 penalties. So instead of thinking about maybe being able to pick up some baselines, you're probably thinking about just trying to clear everything.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're just trying to clear everything, there's going to be when your opponent's baseline clear, that's bad news. And
Yeah.
I don't blame Kubbstaches for putting it at 7 meters again because it worked out just splendidly.
Yeah, no. I mean, if they can't hit the other one, you might as well. That one's at least in rescue territory if they get another turn, but they won't if they don't get them both plus maybe an 8 here. I mean, the baseline clear against a team like the Kubbstaches is a you're limited in time. You got to make a move now, and hitting singles isn't going to get it done, let alone coming up empty. Now they're looking like they're lucky to clear because there's not really any obvious doubles there either, Drew.
Possible to clear. Oh,
I
and
don't
there's
know. I think the wheels are off the wagon, Drew.
I believe so, and I believe this one is over.
Yeah, I'd be pretty confidently calling it right now as well. I think this is the ginger line just
Yeah,
unveiled the mane. That was
yeah.
glorious. That was
The
absolutely glorious.
yeah, tough loss. You got to be thinking Das Kub is not very happy with how this third game turned out. They played well in the second game to tie it up and come back, and
Yeah.
things just kind of fell off the rails in this
Once they
second.
couldn't pick up that penalty, and then I mean the Kubbstaches had some decent turns. They had that nice they had a nice finish their last 2 turns at least. I mean, other than screwing up the group, they had 3/8 in their last 2 turns to go baseline clear.
You got to
But
feel like one of these tournaments, Das Kub is going to win the semifinal match, and from then on, they are going to be on the podium a whole lot. It's just getting over that mountain the first time. Oh,
one thing.
well,
Can
that's
they miss 4, Drew? Can they
one
miss
last
4?
smooch before the game ends.
There it is.
Nope. So the Kubbstaches come back to win Game 3. They were actually down in Game 3 at one point, and then that 7-meter coupe came into play. Das Kub drops to 0.93 coupes per baton.
Yeah,
That's
nasty 8-meter percentage out of the Kubbstaches too. That's
yeah, 2.8, but 1.5 on the coupes per baton. So the Kubbstaches knock off Das Kub in 3 games. And they
knock off. They're the number 1 seed.
well, they win their semifinal match, and they have now punched their ticket to the finals, and they are going to be playing the winner of the Kubbstaches Old Line Coupe match, which is going to be the match that we have next week, which ought to be a barn burner as well. Only 2 matches left, only 2 episodes left.
This is Kubbstaches' 3rd straight year in the final, looking for the 3-peat. Gonna have to maybe have to go through the Swan and the Squirrel if they can get over Old Line Coupe. We'll see what happens.
Chatting it up with the Swan a bit right there. He's probably giving him grief already. So tune in next week. Old Line Coupe versus Kubbstaches, 2 really good teams. 2 teams that have played very well all day and have been up near the top of the standings, so that ought to be a beauty. As always, thanks to everybody for watching, and we'll see you again next week. And I don't know, I think that's it. Bazooka!
Bazooka!